WIBTA. I talked to my SIL about the fact her 24-year-old high-functioning autistic son peed on my sofa. My SIL and her 24-year-old high-functioning autistic son visited for a few days. He fell asleep on my fabric sofa in my family room and slept there all night. We rarely use that sofa. The next evening, I kept smelling a urine smell and could not figure out where it was coming from. I opened my windows to try and air out the house and scrubbed the toilet in our guest bathroom off the hall from the family room. That didn't help. I was embarrassed thinking my dog had peed somewhere and kept trying to find the source, to no avail. That night we went to dinner and my nephew got into my car with my daughter and me. My husband, my MIL, and my SIL traveled in a separate car. The minute my nephew closed the door of my car, the urine smell wafted through the car. I asked my daughter, also autistic, if she smelled it, thinking I was losing my mind. She confirmed it was coming from my nephew. I didn't say anything because he is easily angered. I just cracked the windows and spoke with his mom later to suggest he may need to change his clothes. A few days after they left, I still smelled it and realized he had peed on my sofa. My dogs cannot get on that sofa because it's too high up, so I know it was him. It could only have been my nephew. We used our little shop vacuum thing to steam it 3 times with the SIL pet stain remover stuff you can buy at Home Depot. It still smelled. We drowned in Febreze that masked the smell for a day or two, but it comes back. It's the first piece of nice furniture I have ever owned. I am heartbroken. WIBTA. I mentioned it to my SIL. Maybe she could pay for a professional cleaning before I pay to have the sofa replaced. I would never ask her to pay to replace the sofa, but to clean it. Also, I wonder if she should know her son did this because it may be indicative of a bigger medical or psychological issue. Commenter says, NTA. I think you need to mention it because he slept on this sofa, apparently had an accident and was in the same clothes all day. And he stayed for a few days and slept on the same sofa? Future stays I would have a mattress protected pad or 2 and he would be sleeping on that on top of sofa. I can only imagine if he does this at home and SIL is so immune to the odor. But, I would probably pay to have the sofa cleaned myself. The only thing, it might be totally ruined. If he did this more than once, that soaked into the whole sofa. Your cleaning is only reaching the top surface, that is why you still smell an odor. You need to make sure that whoever cleans it can get deep into the source. Commenter says, wow, that is definitely a tough situation. I can see why you would be hesitant to bring it up, especially since your nephew easily gets angered. However, it might be worth mentioning it to your SIL in a respectful and understanding way. A professional cleaning could potentially save your sofa and prevent this from happening again. Plus, it's important for her to know that her son is experiencing these issues, as it could be a sign of a bigger problem. No one is the asshole in this situation, it's just a difficult and unfortunate circumstance. Commenter says, you absolutely need to tell your SIL about this. For one, it's just the truth. And, aside from the sofa issues, your nephew needs help with hygiene, understanding that you don't wear dirty clothes, what to do if there is a reoccurrence, possible prevention steps, etc. NTA. Thanks for watching. I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.